Good evening, everybody. This is a pot limit Omaha tournament. We're down to 18 players. I'm currently in first place, and as soon as I can bring up the stats, I'll give you the numbers as to how many players were in it and so forth. Hang on a second here. Um, I think this guy's might have a 3 6s. I'm gonna fold. Um, anyway, there were 1,411 players in this tournament. Like I say, we're down to 18. This is a free roll, and I very seldom make it this far in free roll tournaments. Um, and at this point, I guess I'll just fold here. Um, I definitely want to make the final table, and of course, what I call the lame razors have all been knocked out. Well, most of them. This guy, I have him listed as a lame razor. But in any case, I folded a 9 with a pair of 4s and a 5. Um, like I say, at this point, there's no sense in me getting into a pissing match without good cards. I currently have a 25,000 chip lead, and I've got a couple 100,000 to play with in order to stay at the final table. There's very little money in these things. It's a $50 guaranteed purse, and I'll give you the rundown. First is $7.89. Eighth is 87 cents. So, and of course, it goes downhill from there on. Anyway, now I've got an ace jack suited, and I'll probably call this one. Actually, I said the lame razors are out, but I've got 3 of them. I'm sitting here looking at 3 of them. Um, you really don't know how your hand ranks until you see a flop. And of course, now I'm looking at a nut flush. I have a possible straight draw. A 3 would give me a straight, although I would be at the low end of the straight. But I like the Jack 10, or the Ace Jack of clubs. If a club comes up, I've got the nuts, and there it is. So I'm gonna just go all in here. Put this guy mostly all in. Anyway, that was a good pot for me. Now, what do you do with a pair of 4s and a 4, 5, 6? At this stage of the game, like I say, I'm waiting for people to get knocked out. I'd love to call with this, but I just don't want to lose a couple 100,000 chips and get beat by somebody. We're down to 16 players, which means we're down to 2 tables. And let's see. Yeah, I've got 125,000 chip lead, which isn't a lot, but now if I would have called, I'd have a set of 4s. But against an ace jack suited, I would figure I'd need another four or a pair on the board. And of course, if a pair on the board comes up, then it means I could have my full house would be would get beat. Anyway, I'm I get a lot more viewers at my horse racing videos, and so I'm not so sure how many of these poker tournaments I'm going to put up. They really are boring compared to horse racing, and they're long. You know, this tournament's been going on for 3 hours and 45 minutes, and I've been playing in this tournament for 3 hours and 45 minutes, and you know, like I say, it's a long haul, and it's not really very exciting, even for me, to tell you the truth. Uh, but I got into it, and right off the bat, I got some good cards, and I took first place, and I've pretty much been in first place, or at least in the top 10 for most of this tournament. Anyway, now I've got a pair of nines. I got a 9-10 suited, and I have a 9-10 queen. Um, so, you know, unless somebody goes wild here, I'm going to call. Actually, I'll probably call anyway, but maybe not. We'll see. Yeah, any of these players with the blue outline, you know, I, I give them that note about being lame raisers because they raise before the flop in Omaha, and I mean it just you just can't really do it. Now I've got top pair, and I'm going to bet the pot here. Well, now I'm kind of sorry I did that because you know every time you bet the pot doubles in size, and now now I don't know what to do here. Um, I'm going to bet 15,000. It's just a defensive bet, and it wasn't any good. He had a queen with a better kicker, of all things. Anyway, that was a bad move on my part. I should have checked it down. He obviously wasn't going to bet. And after I bet the first time and he called, I should have just checked it out, checked it down. Okay, now what have I got? I got a pair of nines. Up against a Jack 10. I'm going to fold, I guess. Yeah, I'm going to fold. Okay, I just got knocked down to second place. I could really use some expert advice in pot limit Omaha. You know, right now I'm looking at it. I have an ace queen with a suited ace. I have a possible straight draw. I mean, I think this is a call for me. Certainly not a raise, but okay, now a 10 would give me a straight, but with a possible flush out there, somebody with a flush draw, I'm just going to fold. one thing about late in the tournament like this, the antes will eat you up. So, but here I have a 3-4-5 with a king 5 suited. I don't really see how I can call this. I'll just fold. And at this point, I'm hoping that people knock each other out. And of course, not only are you putting in antes and blinds, other people are winning. We're at 2 tables, and so that means that 2 people are winning hands every minute or so. And so fortunes change hands. Now I have an ace 5 suited and a queen 7 suited. I have an ace queen. I don't. I wouldn't raise with it. I tell you the truth. I don't know what I would raise with. Earlier tonight, I had ace king suited and ace 10. I had a pair of aces with a suited king and a suited 10, and I took the hand, but I didn't raise, and I believe I hit one of the flushes. So now with the pair up there, I don't dare bet. And I would need a jack for a straight, and so anyway, there's a possible flush out there, a possible full house, and the best I could have done was a straight. And there was 4 of a kind kings out there. I neglected to say that. Well, I moved back up to 3rd. But there's still 16 players in here, so and none of them are really. 2 of them, actually, three or 4 of them are what I would consider to be low stacked, and they need to play, or they're going to get anteed out. Like I say, I need to. I've watched a couple of high roller pot limit Omaha tournaments, and I've learned from them. I need to watch more to avoid the pitfalls that happen. Like I say, when you're playing pot limit, every time somebody bets, um, the pot can get real big real fast, and if you're chasing, trying to hit something, and you don't hit, you're screwed. And it's well, I mean, actually the same holds true with Hold'em. If you're chasing to catch something, then you're if you don't hit, that's what kills you. Now there's 3 of us in here. This guy's raised. He's bet. That's I'm gonna call. I'm gonna call because there's my ace. Now I have 2 pairs, ace and 6s, and I'm gonna put him all in. or close to it. That was about as bold as I could be. Um, oh boy, now we're on a break. Well, I tell you what, folks, I'm well into the money. I'll put this video up, and if and when I make the final table, which I'm pretty sure I'll do, I'll start part two. But this will be 16-minute part one of an Omaha tournament where I'm currently in third place out of 1,400 players. That's a pretty good accomplishment. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, folks, and I hope to be back in a little bit. Thanks for watching.